Hi guys, it's been a hot minute since our last video. I know. But today I planned a get ready with me. If you want to know where I've been in the last year, then stick around. Grab a snack and come on back because it's a long one. Your girl is talking a lot in this video. And I also get to share with you how I did this look. Hey, Manny MUA in the house. Just kidding. This is the first get ready with me that I've ever done on my channel. If you want to check it out, then keep on watching. So I owe you guys a little explanation where I've been. I want to thank every one of you guys that follow me on Instagram. 2,000 followers on Instagram. Thank you so much. That's incredible. I never thought I'd ever get to that point. You know, I'm just sharing my passion of candles and body care and the beautiful candle community and just sharing with each other and doing random acts of kindness. Thank you all that have reached out to me and just even having a normal conversation. Thank you so much. And I'm a little sick, sorry. I realized that my channel is called Carla Candles and Beauty, and I have not done any get ready with me, any beauty products since I started my channel. It's all mostly been candle and body care related. So I just wanted to do a little get ready with me. This is my first time doing it on camera. Please, no hate. Yeah, we'll go from there. So the first thing I'm going to tell you right off the bat is I'm going to be using the Venus 2 eyeshadow palette. I'm going to also be dabbing into the Honey palette, and it has these beautiful colors. They're nice. And I've been using it a lot and I really like it. So for foundation, it's the Pretty Fresh from ColourPop. I really like this. It's light coverage because it has hyaluronic acid and it was great for the summer, and I really like it for like light days, light beats. I don't want to go full coverage today. I have nowhere to go. I'm just going to be at home. So I'm going to use a little primer. So yeah, where have I been since my last video? Well, I just want to say that if you don't know, I live in France. I moved here a few years ago, 2017. I moved here because I studied 2015, 2016. I was studying French. That was great. I met the man of my dreams. It was just, going on a date, meeting some nice guys before I went home because I had just finished my studies and I thought, well, might as well have a little bit of fun before I leave. If there's no meeting people, then where's the fun in that? I met him and lived together for like a month. He moved in. Oh my god, it sounds so, in retrospect, it sounds kind of funny and bizarre. He worked where I went to school, so it was so much easier for him to just stay at my house. Like after a few weeks of dating, I told him, why don't you just stay at my house so you don't have to go home, and voila. And we ended up liking each other. And when I told him, I'm not going to be here forever, he got a little sad. He's like, oh no, we're getting along so well and I don't want it to stop. I said, okay, well, we can try a long distance relationship. It turns out it actually worked. So fast forward, I graduate, I came back to France and we just started living together, and that was that. So that's how I came about to living in France. We've since gotten paxed, which means it's a domestic partnership. So we've been together since 2017. We had our first baby in October of 2019. So just about 2 years after. I know I started my channel in March 2020 and I was just getting into Bath & Body Works and I really enjoyed their products and I wanted to review them, what these products meant to me and how they were helping me cope with postpartum and just making me feel good overall. So I've been watching YouTube for years and I just thought, okay, why don't I try my hand at YouTube? Why not? That was going really well for a while. But I live in a tiny apartment, as you can kind of tell. We don't have a lot of space. I don't have my own designated room, beauty room. I don't have anywhere to call my own. When I moved here, it's basically my husband's condo, if you want to say. It's a small place. Knowing that, I understood we're going to have like common areas, sharing the space. We have 2 bedrooms, but the extra bedroom has obviously been converted into the baby's room. Before baby was born, I used to have like my art supplies in there because I like to draw and paint. And I used to have like a desk and a little like all my art supplies. When I wanted to draw, I could just go in there and boom, I could start drawing. But now that's gone. We have the kitchen table. That's it. Nothing else. This is where I'm actually at right now because there's nowhere. There's nowhere in a little tiny apartment. I wish I had like an extra room, an office or something. And we've been talking about actually moving into a bigger place, but we haven't done that yet. We're still here in this little tiny apartment. Throw his parents into the mix. His parents had to come live with us for a while in a tiny apartment with a baby. And during quarantine, they came at the end of September of 2020. That coincided when the last time I posted on YouTube. I remember one of the last videos was wax melts, my favorites from Goose Creek, which is where I initially started my foray into wax melts. Goose Creek introduced me to wax melts because before I was just melting candles. Since I'm in France, I don't have access to a lot of the American small business owners. I have to pretty much import everything. Shout out to my mom. Thank you so much. She's the MVP of just sending me care packages. I have the best mom. Thank you, God, for blessing me with her. Will just ask me what I need from Bath and Body Works, or if I need a care package, she'll get it ready and just send it to me via the post office or send my bag, which I recommend send my bag. The only downside is that you can't send any liquids, so no lotions, no sprays, no nothing like that. I've gotten a majority of my sprays through the mail and my candles through send my bag. I mean, because I need my candles. They were a way to cope with postpartum depression, which I didn't have a severe case of postpartum depression, but I know every mom has like the baby blues and so happy you're looking forward to your baby, and then your baby arrives and the hormones drop. That just drops as soon as the baby comes out and you're left kind of hollow. Then now you have a crying baby, your body is healing, recovering. I didn't have a C-section, so it was all natural. But I know there's some women that do, and they're bedridden. And for me, I remember watching an influencer, her name was Victoria Lynn, and she recommended gingerbread latte. And I was like, oh my God, I want to try. I want to smell like gingerbread. And I was looking on the website and I couldn't find it. I told her, why don't you go down to the store and see if you can find it? And she couldn't find it. She only found marshmallow pumpkin latte. She's like, this is all I can find at the store. And I didn't realize that gingerbread latte was an online exclusive at the time. And so she ended up getting me gingerbread latte, the 2019 version. I also got like a body wash, something like that. And I ended up ordering pumpkin spice latte online. Buy two, get one. So I got the spray, I got the lotion, but then they also had just released the Land of Sweets collection, but then I realized like, oh, but there's gonna be sales, so maybe I should just wait until the sales. I started getting wrapped up in the whole marketing and everything, so I told her, just wait. We ended up waiting. She got me a bunch of candles on Candle Day, and I'll pop a picture of like my first Candle Day haul. For SAS, they ran out of all the Land of Sweets collection. I'm just going to go into this honey palette and use this brown shade as like a base. It's kind of like a brown, but like yellowish brown, which I like because it's like summery, but also fall. It's very golden, obviously the name honey. I'm just going to sweep this all along my eyelid, kind of like a base. And I got to blend this side a little bit more. That's a little story about how I got into Bath and Body Works. So my mom, she's the best. I'm so grateful for her. She sent me another care package just today. I'm so excited. This is what kind of inspired me to do this video. So I'm going to go into the Lime Crime. Oh, you can see my bats. I'm going to go to Lime Crime, this like yellow color called Mustard. And so I'm just going to go on my crease, kind of just to deepen that color that I had laid on earlier. It's been a long year and I'm just trying to like recap everything that's been happening, and it's a lot. So I just want to say that having baby in the beginning was really easy because all he did was sleep. He was only a few months old. He would take a nap and he'd be down. Everything was great. I could film, I could edit, I could do everything. And then I think he turned about 8 months old. He just had like a growth spurt, explosion. He demanded more of my attention. He would not stay down for a nap. He would call me, so I'd be filming and then ran. I'm like, oh, I have to go. So it was just that constantly. And after a while, just burnt out. Mom was burnt out. I could not handle doing videos and being a mom at the same time. I don't know how some of you ladies did it, but it was just exhausting. And I just had to say, I'm going to take a break. I just thought it was going to be temporary. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to take a break. I shot a video, my single wicks from last fall. I filmed it, but it was one of the last videos I was able to film because I just couldn't. That's all I could say is like I could not do it. I did the one video, I started working as an English assistant, teaching English in high schools. That took up a lot of my time as well. After a while, I was just focused on that. His parents had to come down from Spain to live with us, so the baby's room got converted into a guest room. They were living there for a while, and that was the room that I was filming my YouTube videos, so I couldn't film anymore. Now there was a constant flux of people in the house, so it was never quiet. There was always someone watching TV, or I had to take care of baby. It was just busy, busy, busy. And then quarantine, so my husband was working from home, had to be quiet, couldn't disturb him. And of course, like I said, small apartment, there's just no privacy pretty much. We're all centralized here in the living room. So again, you see the dilemma there. I think I'm going to go with this one, Jam. I'm going to do a little sultry look here. And they ended up staying with us for about 8 months. So could you imagine 8 months? I just was not able to. So what I did was I just focused my energy onto my Instagram. I just did what I could. I put my candles on my mantle and I would just take pictures on there. And so that's what happened last year. So I wasn't able to film. And I'm really sorry, guys, that if you were watching me and were really into my videos and I just kind of dropped off the face of the earth and without an explanation or anything, like I'm really, really sorry. And I just want to thank all my new followers or my new subscribers as well, because even though I was gone for a year, I was still gaining some subscribers that were still interested in my content. That made me feel really good and kept YouTube in the back of my mind. I said, I know I'm going to return, but I just didn't know when. Another reason I hadn't come back sooner was because my baby, of course, being older, demanded more energy. I needed to invest more time with his development, speaking to him, communicating, taking him out to the park, socializing a little bit as much as we could because we were still supposed to be distancing. So yeah, I was focusing on being a good mom. I hope no one looks down on that. I'm sure no one does, but that's another reason why I was unable to. Those first years are so crucial to a child's upbringing and learning, and I'm glad I took some time. I stepped back and I said, like, I'm going to focus on my child, who is much more important to me than candles or beauty or anything like that. But also because I didn't have childcare, a nursery, a daycare to put him in, to kind of give me some free time to myself. I had been on a waiting list for a daycare and we were just waiting and waiting. It's based on priority. So I was working that whole time and never got a call from any of the daycares in my area. And then I went on vacation and I took the baby with me, and my husband couldn't come with me because Europeans were banned. And so I think I'm going to do this color next. Oh, this color next. It's called Mud, and it's like this nice sienna brown. It's super, super nice. I'm going to do that on my waterline a little bit on the bottom. Just using like a little flat liner brush to kind of sweep this out. How does that look? I'm currently looking for work. They called me, but I was away, so I didn't answer. Then they called my husband and they said, we have this place for you. Can you come see us so that we can start the enrollment process? And my husband told them I was on vacation in LA and I couldn't come in until the end of July, so literally August 1st. He told me everything. When I came back, they said, there's a spot for you, but you have to be working. And I'm like, I have to be working? I'm on vacation. How am I supposed to find a job right now? I'm on literally living my best life in LA right now. I cannot do interviews. I was kind of depressed. I was kind of like, oh, that sucks. I guess, they're gonna take someone else. I'm not working. I'm not available. Oh well, we're gonna have to be placed right back on the waiting list. Came back. I'm gonna start looking for jobs and work. I had a friend back in LA that the hotel she worked at also has one here in Marseille. And she's like, I can contact someone in HR and recommend your resume. And so I did that in the beginning of August. And in France, they have a lot of vacation. So they're like, we can't respond until we come back. That ended up being in September. September rolls around. I don't get the job. Obviously, I did the phone interview in French. And I'm really sorry this video is so long-winded, but there's a lot. There's a lot. So thank you. Put a little pumpkin emoji, a little flower, a little fall emoji at the bottom in the comments to let me know you're still watching and are totally interested in my boring ass life and telling me, where have you been? We contacted you. You haven't come in. I thought I needed a job. I've been job hunting. No, just come in. We have a spot for you unless you don't want it anymore. I've been on the waiting list since I was 6 months pregnant. I need daycare. I'm going to go back to this one. That I needed to come down. Me and my husband ended up going. They were really nice. They were telling me, yeah, we're going to give you 3 months to find a job so that obviously they understand that you're not going to have a job lined up right away if you don't have daycares. So, because I was just getting rejected left and right. I'm using Indeed and they're telling me that they're looking at my resume, but I started mid-September and I still haven't found anything. I'm just starting to apply to a bunch of English teaching jobs again because that's what they need. And I'm a native English speaker. I'm American. They find the American accent a little easier to understand. Some of them really like it too. They're like, oh, where are you from? You have such a cool accent. I'm from LA. Je soy de Los Angeles. Because of my Hispanic background. They take one look at me and they're like, are you Latina? And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm doing a little bit of shading because it's a lot of color. I'm gonna just do a little corner. Just drag it. Now that, there's vaccines and I'm vaccinated, my husband's vaccinated, we feel a little more comfortable going out and socializing a little more. Not entirely like it was before, but I mean, just more comfortable than obviously no vaccines. I think we're going to start to do a little bit more activities now that baby is in daycare. And I'm going to be using this Lime Crime software blush in Java. Lo and behold, 1 month into being at daycare, he got sick. We're getting over it though. We had to go see the doctor. He wasn't getting better and had been 10 days. And so we're like, okay, we're going to go see the doctor. And he prescribed some antibiotics, something for his throat and his nose, and it cleared us up. I kept him home a week after so that he could have 4 days at home and I could administer the medication and he'd be fine. And that's what ended up happening. I was just using Ofra bronzer, the blush, and I'm going to use a little highlighter. It's been a while since I've been using any highlighter. The last time I used this much makeup was when I was in Paris for the summer. Ooh, there it is. Oh, yes. This natural light reflection from the mirror that I have here. Oh, yes. So yeah, that's pretty much what has been happening to me lately as to why I have not been able to film on YouTube. I want to try that cat eye thing that everyone's doing on TikTok, but I'm really terrible at it. I don't know. What have you guys been up to? Has this year been really, really hard for y'all? Tell me about your lives. I've been gone for so long. I have not been able to communicate with my subscribers. Did y'all miss me? Did y'all forget about me? But what were your struggles this year? What did you struggle with? I know everyone struggled. Definitely. Lots of job losses. So tell me what happened with y'all. I would love to hear what you guys have been up to. Me, I've been watching a lot of vloggers lately. I was really inspired by Beatrice Caruso. Shout out to her. She is an amazing blogger. She's super funny. She is going through a weight loss journey. She's trying to lose 100 pounds, and she's just been so relatable and so real, and I love her. She's funny. I love watching her videos. It's addicting, and I love her personality and sense of humor. And I mean, if we knew each other in real life, we'd be best friends. Hands down. Hands down. Beatrice, we'd be best friends. I'm just telling you right now. She's hilarious. I love her. I wish I could just be as natural in front of the camera as she is. I love her. She inspired me to do some trainings, some little fitness trainings. So I started Chloe Ting in July so I can look good when I went to visit my friends so they wouldn't see that I've been a couch potato. I did that for the summer. I did like a 4-week challenge. That was tough. Glow Up with Joe. I love her workouts. They're a little easier, low impact aerobics type of workout. I really enjoy her workouts. They're a lot more doable. Like for those days that you just like are like, I don't want to work out. You just throw on her video and you're just like, yeah, dancing with her. I love her. So now I'm going to use Huda. This is Trophy Wife. Also been watching all of October Monsters. It's a true crime podcast series just talking about like serial killers and just people that have been murdering people. Oh my god, I wanted to be freaked out this October, and I just didn't want to watch cheesy Halloween movies or scary movies. The movies that are typical for Halloween, I've already watched them, and that's what I do every year. That was a Lip Blaze. That color was Bud. And now I'm going to go over with this gloss, this H2O gloss from Tarte. That's what I've been watching. What I'm going to do is use this one. Another, I was using Monsieur Big from Lancome. I like that one, but it's not waterproof. This one though, the Sky High, the Maybelline Sky High is waterproof. Those are some of the things I've been watching on YouTube religiously lately. Like I was saying, Monsters just punch me in the gut with some of those stories. Gruesome. Real life is the scariest shit you're ever going to hear about. It's all good to know what humans are capable of so that you can just protect yourself and your kids and know the signs of a murderer. I think this is going to wrap up my video. I'll post a picture on Instagram. Of course, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, it is Cactus Blossom Lover. So I'll link it down below. I'll also link some of the other YouTube creators that I've been talking about in my video. And if there's anything else that you missed in this video, what products I use, just ask me below and I'll let you know. I am so happy to be back. I'm feeling a little motivated to do another video. I have a haul coming up, so if you want to see that, stick around, and I look forward to the next one. I'm loving you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.